All right, welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about grading assignments in eClass offline. So we only have 10 minutes, so we're not really going to be able to get into a lot of the details, but it's more I want to make sure everybody's aware of that this is a possibility and then kind of roughly how you can do this. So there are some different ways to do it. But what I want to be able to show you is how to download all of your assignments from eClass at one time, grade them all offline, and then upload all of the feedback and then enter the grades onto eClass. So when we're talking about grading assignments on eClass, we're talking about specifically the assignments activity here. So I've set up a sample one here, and I have a couple of demo students that have submitted their assignments. So it's all ready to go. I'm going to go in and click on my assignment there. And then instead of clicking grade, I'm going to click on view all submissions. So if I scroll down, I see that there's a list of all my students. And what you would see is once all the students have submitted, you would see all of their submissions here. And you traditionally, a lot of instructors would go through and download all of them one at a time onto their computer. So you can see I have 2 students here who have submitted assignments, and you can see their assignments right here. So if I just clicked on it, I could download that assignment. However, when you have a larger class, that can be a little bit unruly to manage. So if I scroll up to the top of the page, and if you look at this grading action drop-down menu here, if I click on it, you'll see that there is an option to download all submissions. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. So I'm going to open that up. And I should mention here on a Mac, on Mac and PC, it's a little bit different. On a Mac, it's called, when you have a compressed folder, that's what a zip file is. On a PC, it'll be called a zip file. But no matter what, it's still called a .zip. So on a Mac, if I go ahead and click on it once, it will automatically unzip it and give me the larger folder right here. So this Westlake Sandbox, and maybe I'll move it out of my downloads onto my desktop here. So you can see here that I have my midterm paper folder. And within that folder, I have an extra folder for each individual student. So if I open up demo student Westlake here, I'll see the submission that they've added, and then I have my second student who's submitted, and now you can see the assignment that they've submitted. So now at this point, what you can do is go through all of your students, open up the Word document, annotate it as much as you want, throw in a rubric, whatever you'd like to do. And then once you save the assignment and you've gone through all of the students and saved all of their feedback, then what you'll do is you'll go back to your main level, your top level folder. So this is the one that's titled but with your assignment. So this is the midterm paper folder right here. And on a Mac, I'm going to right click on it and click compress. So what that will do is create another zip file, but this one contains all of my annotated Word documents or PDFs or whatever your students have submitted to you. So at this point, once you finish that, you would go back to your eClass page, go back to your View All Submissions page, and then from this grading action drop-down menu, I'm going to select Upload Multiple Feedback Files in a Zip. And then I'm going to drag my edited zip file into this Dropbox here, and then import the feedback files. Now in this case, I didn't actually go through and make any changes, so it didn't upload the feedback. But in your case, once you've added all of your annotations, it will know that you've changed those files that the students have submitted, and it will recognize that those are now feedback files. So once you've done that and finished the upload, they will show up in this feedback files column here. So the one downside to grading eClass assignments offline is that you still need to enter in a number grade for all of these assignments. So you'll notice on my screen what I have is I have a box to enter a grade for this assignment underneath the grade button for each student. So a good workflow would be, especially if you have 2 monitors, I know most of us don't, would be to pull up the assignments in a Word document, go through, make all of your annotations, and then once you're finished and you have the total grade tallied up, you'd come back to this page and enter in the grade as you're working through your class. Now, the one option that you have to check off to make sure that this box appears is at the bottom of this View All Submissions screen, and it's the Quick Grading option. So by default, your screen might look a little bit like this with just a dash and you can't enter in a grade. But once you check off that Quick Grading option, now you have a box to enter those grades. And then once you finish entering the grades, you would just go to the bottom here and click Save All Quick Grading Changes.